Obviously, any new park is a great day in the history of the community, and Oklahoma City could be real proud of having this added to their inventory of great parks. We've worked really hard on this facility. Staff has worked really hard. Terry Ash and his staff of landscape architects have designed some state-of-the-art stormwater management activities into the parking lot so that we don't add any pollutions from this new parking lot into the lake to keep the quality of the fishing at a high level. So I want to congratulate our internal staff, Mr. Ash and his landscape architects, for doing such a great job in the designing of this asset, this facility here. It's 100% handicap accessible, so everybody that wants to come out and enjoy the environment can have the opportunity to come down here to this great asset, this facility, all the way down to the lake. Grandparents can bring their grandchildren out here and again carry on the Kitchen family tradition of fishing this great body of water.
The park we're opening today has a very interesting history that actually goes back to the founding of our city back in 1889. The Kitchen family came across this property, as legend has it, and built the first dam that started impounding water from the very first natural spring. You can only imagine what this area must have looked like and how far it must have seemed from what was then downtown Oklahoma City. And today, with the population growth that we've experienced through the years, it seems much less removed, and all of a sudden, you know, a very viable and important part of our offerings for the Parks and Recreation Department. I know many of the Kitchen's family are here today. In fact, I just met Jaylee, and she has cousins, and I'm assuming perhaps brothers and sisters here, and aunts and uncles, and all sorts. But I do know that two of the grandchildren are still living. Charlotte Van Vost is from Oklahoma City. Beverly Barney, who lives down in Texas. We're so connected to our history here in Oklahoma City because, by relative terms, it's still a very recent day. This is going to be the first phase of the park that's opening today. This is about 10.5 acres, and the citizens started funding this with their passage of the 2007 bond issue. There's a couple of things in this project today that are unique to us, and I'm going to guess very rare around the country. The first is this green blanket of fiber that you see on the hilly areas. As you might imagine, when you come into this area, there's a lot of areas here that are subject to erosion if we don't do something special. And so we have this hydro-seeded mixture of native plants that are going to root and hopefully provide us some cover, but overall help hold the soil together. So when we get a major rain event, it'll keep the area from running on down into the water. And we do hope that the area is used a lot, but that they're respectful of the fact that the seedlings here that will soon take hold are very, very important to the grand scheme of projects. And the other aspect that I think is pointing to how Oklahoma City is trying to become more environmentally conscious. If everyone will turn around for a moment, they'll see the island that's in the center of the parking lot, and that is our Parks Department's first rain garden. It allows us to get what are called first flush pollutants, and that would be the oils and materials that might come off an automobile. They will be flushed into that center island, where they will go down and go through a natural filtration process with some clay mixture, then go down through some underground pools, and then be emitted into the water. And it's our best effort to try and make sure that this lake stays as pristine as it might have been on that day back in 1889 when the Kitchen family was first here. More than anything else, we're excited here about the fishing opportunities, and we offer a number of game and fish opportunities in Oklahoma City, and we're always looking for ways to add them. And from what I hear, and I don't know if these are just fish stories or true, but there's some very large fish in Kitchen Lake, and I know our Parks Department and the people that look after our Parks Department and our Game and Fish Commission will be respondent to make sure that we keep fish in this lake long after Jaylee and her friends are grown and continue to come down here and fish.
The historical connection he's talking about is if that little box was still out here where you're supposed to put money in it, I'd probably need to go put about $5 in it. Because I grew up in South Oklahoma City and spent a lot of time out here as a young man, and I suspect there was a time or two where I didn't have the dollar. So, but I want to thank the family for being here. This is a special thing, and we went to a lot of lengths to try to preserve this facility, because we thought it was. I first decided that this is the place that the lake or the park should be built. I was in a helicopter flying to Atoka, and we fly down the water line that connects Draper to Lake Atoka, and so we flew across here, and I looked down and I asked the helicopter pilot to go back. I said, go back, let's look at that one more time. And when I saw it again from the air, I thought, there's not any question about it. We don't need to keep looking for another place. This is the place. So that's how we started this. Again, I want to welcome all of you here. It's a great opportunity. You Fish and Game guys and parks people have been very helpful in formulating the idea for how we manage it and making sure it's a good fishable lake. And I appreciate all your suggestions, and I'm looking forward to enjoying this park for another 75 years. Thank you.